Non, veredà questa cordere. Good evening, Green World. Thank you, our viewers, for remaining tuned in. We are grateful that every time we have a health fellowship hour, you all is there and seeking to learn. As usual, we are located at the marketplace, a building that is opposite Kenya Women Finance Trust and next to Jabi's Hotel. We have our live broadcast on Facebook. So you can like our page, you can comment, and we are also on YouTube. On Facebook, we are Versatile Next Level Team, and in Facebook, we are Versatile Team. You can prescribe or subscribe, so you can subscribe to this channel so that you can enjoy our health fellowship hour. We are there and we will be educating you on all those issues that affect our health and the best products to use. So today we have a very interesting topic. We want to look at our teenagers and the reason why they have acne and pimples. So for girls that young, we remember we call them princesses. For young men, the young boys, their face is everything. They would like to look beautiful, and in fact, one of the fastest growing industries is the products that have to do with the face, because everyone, especially the young and the women alike, are looking to become beautiful and flawless, or to have a flawless skin. So today we are looking at the reasons why teens will have acne and pimples. And knowing the history, knowing the causes will help you deal effectively with this condition or with this challenge, and help our teens have confidence. Remember, when they don't have confidence in the way they look or in their looks, it may cause them to have low self-esteem, and of course, which has many other effects. So where do acne and pimples come from? Number one, some of the causes or some of the known causes are hormonal imbalance. As the teens grow up and as they mature, there are a lot of hormones, and the hormonal imbalance, like the estrogen, the progesterone, the androgen in male, will cause skin breakouts. How? We know that our skin has what we call sebaceous glands, and these sebaceous glands produce sebum. And the sebum is important because it helps to keep our skin oily, and it also keeps our hair moisturized. But as teenagers approach teenage and puberty, there is an overproduction of a hormone that is called testosterone. And even for the girls, an overproduction of testosterone and an overproduction of the androgen hormone will stimulate the sebaceous glands such that they will produce excess oil. So these excess oils, together with the dead skin cells, form a clog, and they block the hair follicles, and therefore the blockage of the hair follicles forms what we call acne or a pimple. That is the hormonal imbalance. Number two, the causes of the skin breakouts or the pimples, or the pimples, yeah, so we are commonly calling it the skin breakout, could be as a result of genetics. How? This is as a result of those suffering from polycystic ovarian syndrome, And it is known that if any one of members of your family, could be your sister, your mom, or your auntie, has suffered this condition, then maybe in your lifetime you're likely to also develop this condition. And what is the problem of the polycystic ovarian syndrome? It is that it leads to an overproduction of a hormone that is called androgen, which stimulates the skin. Remember, we have said that the skin has glands or sebaceous glands that produce oil, and we are saying that an overproduction of the skin oils of sebum, uh, when it is mixed with the dead skin cells, blocks or clogs the pores and forms a pimple. So remember, what happens with the polycystic ovarian syndrome is that the ovary produces very many follicles over the ovary, on top of the ovary, and therefore this stimulates the production of the sebum oil, and therefore we are saying that because of the overproduction of this sebum oil and the mixture with other dirt and the blocking at the dead skin cells, they block the hair follicles, and therefore they produce what we call a pimple or acne, or what we call skin breakout. Number three, it is what we call the overgrowth of Propionibacterium acnes. What is a Propionibacterium acnes? You're saying that these are bacteria that are normally present on the skin, irrespective of the presence of acne. You're saying that there could be those bacteria that are present on your face. And an overgrowth of these bacteria could lead to them breaking down what we call triglycerides of the sebum oil, and they produce excessive fatty acids. Excessive fat-free fatty acids trigger the inflammation of the hair follicles, causing lesions. So maybe you've seen a teenager, or at one point you have experienced this kind of skin breakout, where the skin has formed something like a lesion or something like a wound. This could be because of those bacteria that are always present, whether you have acne or not, they are present on your skin, and you're saying that they result into the overgrowth of these bacteria will lead into excessive the breaking down of triglycerides, and these triglycerides are broken down into fatty acids, and the fatty acids trigger that inflammation or those kind of wounds on your skin. Remember, we are talking about the teenagers, and the teenagers love their skin, and therefore when they are experiencing those lesions and those wounds, of course they will feel very uncomfortable. Number four, it could be because of the makeup and hair products. So how do the makeup and hair products cause acne? The makeup and hair products are, that is the brushes and whatever other items that we use when you're cleansing or we are cleaning our skin, could carry bacteria. They are bacteria carriers. And again, we are saying that those bacteria together with the dead skin cells and the oil that has been produced, we are saying that the oil is good as long as it is not in excess, because it keeps the skin hydrated. But just in case you have an excess of this, and we are saying that you have, remember the makeups could and the brushes and the combs collect dirt, because we put them on tables and we keep touching them, and maybe sometimes we run them over our faces, and what happens is that they leave the bacteria there, and therefore the clogging and the overgrowth of these bacteria lead to the clogging of the pores, and the clogging of the pores is what you're calling acne, and that is also what you're calling pimples. So again, I would like to say that sometimes we are so I would say that we are so conscious about our skin that we would want to cleanse it and we would want to clean it every now and then. So if we use cleansers too often and we want to thoroughly remove our makeup, this can worsen the acne. How? By taking away the oil and therefore sending a message to the sebaceous glands that they're supposed to produce more oil. So because of the production of this oil, remember you have removed the oil through cleansing or through the cleansers. And what happens is that we have sent signals to the sebaceous glands and we are telling them that they need to produce more oil. The production of this oil, too much oil, again causes the blockage of the hair follicles and the skin pores, and it can produce what we call acne. Number 5, unhealthy lifestyle. What is that unhealthy lifestyle? Unhealthy lifestyle is where the teenagers will love eating junk. So I know we love chips. I know we love fast foods. I know we love things like crisps. I know we love carbonated drinks. I know we love too much of sugar, biscuits, and all those fatty and sugary foods. So I'll explain how that one works. The other thing that teenagers love doing, you remember you're talking about unhealthy lifestyle. The teenagers love staying late, and therefore staying late or staying up late disturbs their sleep patterns. And remember, our body recovers what we have lost during the day at night. The liver also recovers, and it does the recovery work and the cleansing work at night. So if the teenager sleeps late, then it means that the teenager will be interfering with the work of the liver, which is recovering and cleansing the body. And the stress, therefore, results into worsening the acne, because we say that the acne is as a result of having too much of the waste not being washed away. So the oil glands in your skin react again to whatever we are calling the cortisol levels, and the reaction causes more production of oil. And we are saying that too much of oil, the oil is good as long as there is a balance. But if there's too much production of this oil, we are saying that it results into the clogging of the skin pores. And the clogging of the skin pores is what you're calling acne, and that is what we are also calling um, pimples. The other thing that results in acne and pimples is what we call premenstrual syndrome. How does premenstrual syndrome produce acne? Um, During the premenstruation, or when the girls are just about to receive their periods, there's a lot of increase in hormones like uh, progesterone and estrogen, and the imbalance of these two hormones could cause breakouts. We're talking about an imbalance. So the general breakouts occur just before the menstruation or the menstruation period, because the progesterone levels are high. So the girls are likely to experience some breakouts, and this is mainly for the girls because the boys will not experience this. So number 7, the other cause of acne and pimples is the picking at your skin. So remember, when you get the pimples, they are so uncomfortable, and maybe the girls and the boys are likely to feel irritated. It is irritating, and therefore what you do is that you pick at the pimple trying to break it. When you pick at this pimple, you not only cause a wound, because you leave an open wound, and the germs and bacteria find their way into the open wood. Remember, you're picking it with your hands. Your hands may not necessarily be clean. Remember, you have been touching different surfaces in the course of the day. And therefore, as you touch these different surfaces in the course of the day, you pick a lot of germs and bacteria. And when you pick the pimple, then you transfer these bacteria into your pimple. Some of these bacteria get stuck on your pores, and they cause more problems. And what is worse is that it interrupts your skin's natural healing process. Remember, our skin has a natural way of healing. But unfortunately, when you put these germs on the woods, it will interfere with this natural process of healing, and it could end up in what we call, excuse me, acne scarring. That is why you find people who have suffered from pimples and later on have black scars. We are saying it is because our skin has a natural way of healing itself, recovering itself, but you have interfered, so it could take longer before it heals. And when it takes that long, it causes a wound, and it leaves a wound, and the wood leaves a scar. But anyway, having looked at that and having said that, the most important thing is that we are able to counter these problems or these challenges. And the best way of countering the acne and the pimples is by washing your face. And how do you wash your face? According to the products that we have in Green World, we have a very good product. We have what we call the turmeric soap or the olive soap. With me here is olive soap. The olive soap is so good. This is the olive soap. Sometimes we also call it the turmeric soap. And the beauty of this soap is that it kills the turmeric in the soap, kills bacteria and alleviates inflammation. The olive, because this soap is made of olive, then the olive in the soap restores the water oil balance, and therefore maintains the natural sebum. Remember, we see there's so much of sebum that is secreted by the skin, causes the clogging. But when you wash your face with this soap that has the turmeric in it and kills the bacteria and has the olive oil which helps maintain the sebum, then it means that the skin will only produce enough, and we are able to avoid and to remove this sebum, and therefore avoid the acne and the pimples. At the same time, we should avoid using harsh products of cleaning our faces, and therefore this oil is very soft, and this oil is actually made of products that are very friendly, skin friendly, and therefore they don't strip our skin of the natural oil. So we are asked, or we are recommended not to use products that are too harsh on the skin, that instead of cleansing and then ensuring that you have a skin balance, what they do is that they remove the natural oils. And again, removing the natural oils can result into overproduction of the oil, because it will send signals that the skin needs to produce more oil, and that overproduction of that oil clogs the pores, again results into acne and the pimples. So our soap here is really skin friendly. Number two, we can take what we call the aloe vera capsule. Aloe vera plus capsule. Why do we take the aloe vera plus capsule? And we have the aloe vera plus capsule with me here. The reason why we need aloe vera capsule is because the aloe vera capsule, maybe I start by explaining that acne is a consequence of accumulated damp and heat, which is demonstrated on our skin. When there's a whole accumulation of damp and heat inside the body, there's the reaction is actually seen or evidenced on our face. To remove this damp and heat in our skin, we advise our teenagers to take aloe vera plus capsule to remove that dampness inside. You only take 2 capsules per day. And this one will not only remove the heat and the damp, it will also relieve the skin inflammation. We also have a product which we aloe vera project, which is a gel. Remember, this one is you ingest or you swallow. Those are tablets, and therefore you swallow, and therefore it works from inside. And we also have what we call aloe vera gel, which you can directly apply on your skin. Number 3, you can take what we call the zinc tablets. So why zinc? Because research has found that zinc effectively reduces the number of pimples when used alone, and maybe sometimes in addition to other products. So you have zinc for adults and you have zinc for children. The only difference between zinc for children and zinc for adults is the dosage. Otherwise, the effectiveness is the same. You're supposed to take 2 tablets of zinc for those who have severe cases of acne, and maybe 1 for those that have only mild skin problems. So again, this is a very good product for causing a balance in the body inside out, and your skin will look amazing. So we also have the multivitamin. We have multivitamin. Multivitamin is a product that has both vitamin A, vitamin B2, vitamin B6, and which is also very helpful in relieving acne and pimples. It is very rich in vitamins, and remember the teenagers take should take the vitamins just so that they can create whatever the body requires. And remember, they are developing, they are growing, and probably sometimes you have insufficient intake of these vitamins and in the kind of food that they consume. Those teenagers who may not we have this multivitamin. We are saying that it is very good for the development of the skin. Remember, the skin is growing, and we are saying that sometimes the reason why our skin breaks out is because you're not having enough of the vitamins. We're not having enough of the minerals that we need to take maybe per day, and therefore the way this supplement is packaged is that once you take a tab, it has enough for the day, or what we call recommended daily intake. So for those who may not love the pills, we have the blueberry juice, which is also has all the nutrients and all the multivitamins, and therefore this will help your skin remain smooth, and hardly will you find will you find it breaking out. The other thing I mentioned about the causes of skin breakout or the acne and pimples is those who are suffering from polycystic ovarian syndrome, which we said is a problem with the hormones. Sometimes we say that this could also be genetic. So, and we say that what happens with the ovaries is that the ovaries will have, on top of the ovaries, will have many sacs, which we carry fluid, and because of those many sacs, then the small fluids contain what we call immature eggs, and then the immature eggs will cause the hormonal imbalance because the body will be trying to produce so much of androgen, and sometimes even the progesterone, and therefore because of this kind of confusion in the body, it triggers the follicles, and therefore we are saying that the too much production of androgen will result into the breaking out of your skin. So what do we do with those who have or are predisposed. Maybe this is a predisposal. Predisposed is where you are born in a family where someone in your family, could be your sister, could be your mother, suffered from polycystic ovarian syndrome. And therefore, what we recommend is that if you're suffering from this kind of condition, then you have your back covered. We have the Royal Jelly capsule. We have the Soy Power capsule. These are very important products. We have them here in our shop. We also have what we call the kidney tonifying capsule for women. And we are saying that this one will help the balance or create some balance, hormonal balance in your body. And once you have the hormonal balance, then what you've said is that you're not going to have skin breakouts. Again, it is important for us to note that you don't have to suffer as a woman, and you don't have your esteem doesn't have to go down because you think that your skin doesn't look very beautiful. We have talked about this product. This is called the Royal Jelly capsule, and we say that the reason why it is royal is because it is actually directly from the queen bee, the honey, and this ensures that our skin looks as smooth as the queen bee. Last time we said that we want to produce a queen from a princess, and therefore we are grateful that the girls, the young boys, do not have to suffer skin issues. They don't have to suffer skin problems. They can enjoy growing up, and they can enjoy um, a situation where they take charge of what happens um, on their skin. So thank you very much for listening to us. I believe that if you are close to Naivasha or anywhere where you have a Greenwald shop, you can pick some of these products and take them home. So remain tuned in. Every evening we are here at 5:30 and 6:30, and you get to learn a lot about your body, keeping your body shape and right from your skin. And other products that we'll be talking about and educating you about, and other challenges that all of us health challenges that we go through. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Those who are watching us, enjoy your evening.